is there still, emotions in going back to that stadium?
I think the emotions is probably gone. I said that last year. I really didn't know what to expect, and then obviously being in that environment, seeing everyone back there. But it's a year removed from it now. Like, it is what it is. I'm just focused on trying to get back on track and, getting a big win in the MCs.
There was a report that you, Jalen, and AJ met for a few hours. Is that accurate? Can you tell us about the meeting?
Yeah, we had a conversation, but I'm not going to speak too much on it. I feel like that conversation is meant to stay between us, but focus was all about the team, and I think it was a good thing.
You came up on the injury report with the knee. What's the situation with that? I mean, obviously, it seems like they're going to play.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people started reacting because they said I wouldn't practice. None of us practiced yesterday. You just have to, because of I don't know what reason. If you have anything, everything has to be reported. So I know the Eagles are doing what they're supposed to do, but nothing too worried about. Some general soreness, and I'm excited to go play.
Is that a factor in the game Sunday? I mean,
yeah, it has some soreness. I don't think that's the reason why we lost, but no, nothing impacted the game.
So it wasn't a reason why we only had the 6 carries there?
No, I think a lot of things went into that. We did call a lot of RPRs, RPOs, and sometimes it don't work like that. But that's in the past. We're ready to move on. We talked about it. We learn from our mistakes, and we get ready to go play on Thursday.
What's the biggest thing you do on a short week when you have 3 days to get ready?
How fast can you get your body back? As a fan, I get it. I'm a fan of the game, so Thursday games are fun. But it's a quick turnaround for players. But trust the plan. I think Nando and our strength staff did a really good job with the plan. So just as fast as you get your body back to get ready to play.
And Saquon, I know you said you wanted to keep those conversations private with A.J. Brown and Jalen, but what gives you the confidence that after that conversation, this offense is going to take a step in the right direction?
I mean, I don't think it's just that conversation. I think it's the work that we put in. Sometimes it just doesn't hit off right away. I know it hasn't shown, in a consistent way throughout the first 5 games, but there's been sparks. There's been halves where we look untouchable, but there's been halves where we look really bad. So I know I said it before, but we just got to continue to, have more halves of us, playing at a high level. So I don't think just our conversation. I think just the way that, the mindset of this team and on this offense and how we work and what we believe we can be.
Just came up with Devin talking at the same time. First downs, what's kind of a conversation between you and him and the offense in terms of did you start it on a drive and went it up the run?
Just got to be better. We got it. When we get drives going and get drives started, we're really good. And when we don't, we're really bad. So we just got to find a way to be more consistent in that area. And that's starting out with our details, being more detailed, make sure we're all on the same page and making the play work.
Well, from a football standpoint, what are you seeing when you look at this Giants defense?
Excited to play them. Anytime you get to play anybody in the NFC, it's an exciting game. They're a talented defense. With Abdul, Burns, Dex, Tibbs, it's pretty impressive over there what all those guys can do, the way they can get to the quarterback, the way they can cause havoc. So I think every level they have really good players. Phillips is an extremely really good player in my opinion. He don't get talked about enough. So they're going to present challenges, but at the end of the day, it always comes down to us. We take care of what we need to take care of, and we're detailed out. We should be in a good spot.
In your experience, why is it important for players to maybe take it on their own to meet? You're talking about the meeting with Jalen and AJ.
It wasn't a players' meeting.
Oh, sorry. No, I just mean outside of the meeting room, talking on your own and trying to fix problems. How important is that for a team to do that extra work?
Yeah, I wouldn't definitely say it wasn't a players' meeting. When you hear players' meeting, that's all hell's breaking loose. It wasn't that at all. But also, we're teammates, we're all friends. We were just having a conversation, and I personally wish that wasn't out there, to be honest. But people saw us having a conversation and they got out there. But I don't think we need to make too much of that. Our main focus is on the Giants.
Your experience as a leader on the team is any different this year as opposed to last year?
Just got to see on my chest. That's a difference. I don't think my role changes at all. I do know something that I did a lot last year. We say execution fuels emotion. I executed a lot and made some big plays and helped get things rolling. So I got to get back to making some big plays.
Does that make it harder for you this year that you're not getting to lead from that same production?
I don't think it makes it harder. It's just it's easier to lead when you make plays for sure. But there's so much stuff there's so many different ways to lead, and they're all important. But my main focus is getting back out there and making some plays and letting that fuel the team.
Just to clarify, like, you meet with AJ and Jalen like often. I mean, it's not. You're supposed to just.
I mean, we have conversations
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the time. It's not like, I mean, in that instance, it was us three, but like, I talk to Smitty. Smitty talks to AJ. And Lane talks to Jordan. We should be all talking. You know what I mean? Like, but I know people are gonna try to make it more than what it is, but it's not that. I really don't want to speak too much on it.
Are you interested to see how the team responds on Thursday night?
Yeah, I'm excited. I know how the team's gonna respond. I believe in my heart. 'Cause I know the type of men that we have in this locker room. We're super competitive, and definitely don't like how we finished that game. So we got a great chance, and what better way to get that sour taste out of your mouth from getting to play Thursday night right away.
Sorry to interrupt you, but Saquon, you've and really Coach Sirianni, this whole offense has been really adamant about preaching patience. It's going to take a while for this offense to get going. How are you balancing the patience, but also I'm sure the urge to want this offense to click right away?
I don't know. I never looked at it like that. Obviously, I would love for us to be everything firing at a high level, but there's a long-term goal for this too. And you want to continue to build. And there's never going, even when you think you're firing at a high level, there's always going to be something you can improve on. And right now we know we're identifying what we need to improve on and what we need to be better at. And we just got to go fix it.
How excited are you about the release of your documentary on Thursday, and how, if any way, even in a positive way, does that change the way game day will be for you in a couple of days?
Yeah, I'm excited for the doc to come out. I think it's a cool, a cool view on my life. It started when I tore my knee up to winning the Super Bowl last year. Goes up with the ups and downs, battling adversity, the business side of it. I think it shows, the human side of me, the frustration, stuff I handled right, some stuff I didn't handle right. And I think it's my most important thing I want people to take from this, especially kids, is that there's adversity that's going to happen in your life, but it's how you respond. And I feel like that, I show that in those moments, but it's not like meant to make me look like some superhero. It's supposed to show like the real authentic side of my life and the football life. And also give credit to, everyone in this building and everyone in New York too, because without them, I wouldn't be able to have the season I had last year. So I'm excited for everyone to do that. Everyone to be able to see that. Hopefully they love it.
Are you excited to go against Abdul and seeing what he can do after watching him?
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching for a long time at Penn State and then watching film on him. He's really good. Sometimes the stats don't speak for how much disruption he's causing. So it's definitely going to be a challenge for our guys up front. But it's going to take all of us, and it's not just only him. There's about 5 of them over there that can get to the quarterback, make some plays on defense. So we got to accept that challenge and be ready for it.
Yeah, we haven't had a loss in a long time. Thankful for that, obviously, but you just want to play the next game, whether it's a Thursday game or a Sunday game.
Zach, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Zach, apologies, showed up late, but going over the film footage, we talked to you on Sunday. You said you wanted to really see how you were able to lose that game, basically, with the defense. What did the game tape show?
Yeah, there was a lot of our mistakes and then stuff that they capitalized and they saw throughout the game and they attacked. I think penalties obviously hurt us, mine in particular, but yeah, it was pretty much what I expected.
You mentioned your penalty in particular. You hear about a bang-bang play all the time. How much are you balancing the penalty but also knowing that's a football play as well?
Yeah, that's my game, running to the ball. It's how I became the player I am, and I'm not going to stop doing that.
Zach, as a player, how do you take these short weeks? Do you like them? I remember Jason Kelsey would say he loved them. Other guys want that extra preparation. How do you feel about a short week?
Yeah, I think I like them personally, and for a number of reasons. Just to get another game over with, and quick. It forces everyone's hand. Like, you got to simplify things throughout the week, and you can't put too much stress on the scheme, and just focus on getting your body right. And then you get the long weekend after.
Does it help you play faster in some ways? Just like more of a DNA game, so to speak?
I don't know. It's a lot of walkthroughs. It's tough mentally. Vic says we're sweating mentally this week, and even though we're not sweating physically.
What have you seen out of Jackson Bart so far?
Yeah, he's a tough kid. Physical, trusts his arm, very confident guy. And they have a lot of design QB stuff for him in the run game as well. So a lot of stuff to handle there.
What makes that, Vic mentioned those gun runs, what makes that so difficult as a linebacker when you have that kind of mobility at quarterback?
It gives them an extra blocker in the run game, an extra piece of eye candy, and they do a really good job scheming it up for them.
Yeah, as anybody would think, I'm not the biggest fan, but it's our job. We can go out there and just prepare like we know how to and just get the job done. So.
How do you think you've done so far, these 2 games, getting this opportunity, being out there?
So, just want to continue to work on my preparation. I know nobody's going to be as hard as on me as I am myself, so just continue to play to my standard. I don't think I've played to that yet, but, man, it's soon to come for sure. And,
what have you been the hardest on yourself, right, would you say, over that span?
Oh, man, I just want to be a sticky lockdown corner. I feel like it's as simple as that. There's a lot more tangibles to that, but, man, I feel like just that's just something I continue to tell myself, I want to prepare like that and as well as play like that. My preparation will be able to help me get there. So
It seemed like Vic was saying, like, after the Tampa Bay game, you needed to work on your tackling, and it seemed like it was a pretty big difference, in the Denver game. Did you see that?
Oh, man. When you're playing hard, of course, there's going to be times where you might miss a tackle here and there. Any good player knows that, man. But just continue to have the right mindset when you're approaching your tackle. Of course, man, just wrapping up, just using the right technique in all aspects, and of course, we're going against good players as well. It's their job to make folks miss at the same time, but, man, I just know my standard of just want to get guys down on the ground as fast as possible, and that's what great defenses do. So, y'all continue to work on that.
Yeah. I mean, did you see kind of a big improvement from the Denver game as well?
A little bit, but man, just there was more opportunities for open field tackling in the Tampa game a little bit more, so that those are continued things I'm going to continue to tell myself, so just continue to work on those things and they'll help me a lot better. So.